Hello, hello, and welcome to my video call. My name is Chad Allen, and today we are going to be discussing about immune health and your sleep. So again, my name is Chad Allen. I have a master's degree in nursing informatics, and I want to tell you a little bit about my story. My story is that in 2015, I was married, and then in 2016, my wife became pregnant with my daughter. And during that pregnancy, at week 30, we found out that she had breast cancer. So from that point forward, our whole battle was to help her fight breast cancer. And she gave birth without doing any kind of treatment because she was really afraid that if she were to have chemo or surgery during the pregnancy, that it would hurt our baby. And so she decided to hold off, but that ended up costing us, because what happened was that she ended up being a stage 4 cancer once the pregnancy was complete. We had our daughter at week 37. So we forced the birth so that she can get started on her chemo and also immunotherapy. And so once that happened, once our daughter was born, my wife started her chemo and immunotherapy, and there came a time frame where she decided to not want to do chemo or immunotherapy in the United States. She wanted to go back to her home in the Philippines, so we did that, and we did some treatments there. But it was not enough. Her cancer continued to grow, and so everything that we did, it didn't seem like anything worked at all. So she ended up dying when our daughter was 9 months, 9 months old, and so she died in the Philippines with her family and myself, of course. And so I could tell you that working with my wife at that particular time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop. It was a very sad moment for me, a very devastating time for me. But at the same time, it was rewarding because I knew that I did everything I could to help her have the kind of success that she wanted. Like to really try to help her and helping her to survive. But so it came a little bit time after that where I just felt like everything that happened, everything that um, like it seemed like everything that we did, nothing seemed to work. And then I realized, as I was learning more about the immune system and how it works and how we can keep these things at bay, I realized that her immunity was, something was going on with her immune system, and her immune system was not responding properly. And that's when I came across something that I've never seen before in my whole entire life. I never heard about it before. I never heard it in the medical circles. I never heard of it anywhere until I was showed this particular immune messenger that where it truly revolutionizes the whole healthcare industry. And I wish that more doctors and more nurses would really know about this, because I really believe that if they did, they would use immune messengers as a adjutant to their treatments of various conditions such as autoimmune diseases, cancers, anything that you can think of. But because because you have a natural course, natural state of things, or natural supplement, whatever. It's often put on the back burner because it's not gonna make a doctor or a hospital a whole lot of money, and they make a lot more money, giving chemotherapy, a lot more money giving um, other types of medication that will allow them to keep seeing these these patients. Because let's face it, as doctors and as nurses, I mean, we depend on sick people. That's just the way it is. As healthcare professionals, we depend on sick people. So if people are sick, we make money. We have jobs. That's what happens. But I was never, as I was, for me personally, as a healthcare professional, I was never satisfied with that, because I always felt that you're better off to do everything you can to get that person back to health and full health. And whether, however you do it, whether it be conventional medication through natural sources like immune messengers and vitamins, whatever, then you should use those to your advantage. But instead, what happens is you have a lot of doctors, and this happened with my wife and I, because I really saw the other side of it, and it really upset me, and it really made me mad, because I felt that my wife could have had so much better. My wife could have done it. Could have been so much more, but it's just, these are things that unfortunately happen. So it was a great learning experience that I had with my wife, and I sought for a way to ensure that I can help other people keep these type of illnesses at bay. And I found that way. Through immune messengers, and I want you right now, if you want to go to my webpage, or go to my freebie, my landing page at chadallen.net/freebie. That's CHADALLAN.net/FREEBIE, and fill out your information there and get that free PDF guide, and it will show you a lot. I mean, a lot about the healthcare, how they don't always tell you. They don't. Sometimes they don't really want you to get healthy, and I also go over a little bit about immune messengers. And I'm telling you, if you take this seriously, it will really, really help you, because I know it helped me. It helped many other people that I've come in contact with, and I share this very important information with them. And I don't want you to go through what my family went through, because I know if you took this seriously, you will be much better and better off. Health and anything, your family, everything would be much better off if you were to implement what I am showing you in that particular guide. So go there and get it, because it's going to help you. I'm telling you, it's going to help you. But that's up to you, right? So go there and get it. And I know that for a fact it's there for you to read and to take in, because you should not allow. I'm a healthcare professional, so I'm speaking from experience. Don't allow an opinion from a doctor or a nurse or whatever dictate to you what your health should be and what you should take and not take. It's your decision of what you want. A doctor only gives guidance. A nurse can only give guidance. They can prescribe. A doctor can prescribe medication. They can make suggestions on certain vitamins, whatever. But at the end of the day, it requires you to do your own research. And this is one of the many things. This is not in the ebook, but so I'm speaking from like now. This is something that I wish I would have known then that I realize now. And if you don't take your health back, if you don't take advantage of what you have in front of you, then nothing is going to be able to help you, right? So that's why you need to go to chadallen.net/freebie to get that free ebook and go over that information that I share with you there, and then implement. Okay, so implement. That's very, very important. ChadAllen.net/freebie. FREEBIECHADALLAN.net. So today we're going to be talking about immune health, right? It's today's healthy tip, because today is Monday, so a healthy tip Monday. And it's about sleep and how it affects your overall immune system. And you'll be surprised at how connected your sleep is with your immune system. And in my research, I was really amazed at how the immune system really takes advantage of your sleep in order to repair itself, or repair the cells, or do whatever it does while you're asleep. And there's a few reasons for that, and we're gonna go over that within this particular video, because I think it's very important that you know exactly what it is that's going to help you gain that kind of understanding of why. So did you know, and this is what's really amazing about all of this, is that did you know that when you sleep, okay, so when you sleep, you have your REM sleep, you have your light sleep, right? And so in that sleep, it helps you to feel rested, etc. But what the immune system does, it's awake all night long. It's kicking that in the high gear. Where the day it might be a little bit suppressed, but during at nighttime when you're sleeping, it's like it's working overtime, for you. And what it does is it produces the cytokines, the T cells that will go out and destroy these particular infections that you might be fighting. Let's say you're fighting a cold or the flu, whatever, and they say you need to rest, right? You need to drink a lot of water. Well, there's a reason for that, because when you sleep and you have these particular infections that are taking place, your immune system are releasing the cytokines and the T cells in order to defeat that particular infection. That is why oftentimes in the morning you wake up and you're feeling refreshed, right? Even though you may have been battling a fever, or been battling some kind of illness, but you just feel better, and that is one of the reasons why. So when you have a lack of sleep and you're awake the whole time, right? And let's say you're having trouble sleeping, you have the lack of sleep, whatever, and so your body has to fight. Your body is not allowing itself to be rested enough to where your immune system is coming in and taking over. So your body has to continually go after the stressors that are in your body, right? So if you're awake all the time, then it has to respond to those things that are making you awake. It has to respond to, let's say you're more stressed or you're upset about something. It has to respond to that, and so the infections that are taking place, or the microbes that are attacking your body at that very particular moment, is being given a free rein to go and multiply and to really take over the body. And that's why you begin to develop symptoms. So the stressors that are taking place in your body, that are taking place in an everyday life, whether it be like you're feeling the pain, or you're feeling, you're feeling really sleepy, but you're fighting to sleep, or you can't sleep, or whatever is taking place. Maybe you're thinking about something. It's that lack of sleep that is keeping your immune system from releasing more cytokines and T cells to fight off those infections. So long-term sleep then turns into what? They become the major risk factors of what? diabetes, other autoimmune diseases, of cancers, of many other things that can inhibit your health as a whole. So sleep becomes a very important aspect of your overall immune health, and you really need to make efforts to get that kind of sleep that you need. So imagine for a moment. So imagine for a moment that you get to sleep. So what's happening with your body? Well, your body is being suppressed, right? So you're getting the rest. Your heart's not working as hard. Your organs are not working as hard. Your body, your brain is not as active, but it's anymore. It's kind of giving that sleep. You're not exerting as much energy. So what does that do for your immune system? It allows it to take over and be the optimal uh, or the first defense there, and it's going after everything and killing everything that it needs to be, because otherwise, like I said before, it has to respond to other things if you are awake. So what happens if then I don't I'm not getting enough sleep? I can't sleep. Everything I do is like, oh my goodness, I just can't sleep. I'm wide awake. Chad, I know I've done everything to sleep. I just can't sleep. I'm just having some issues of making that happen. And so, and I totally get you. I totally understand you. And unfortunately, there's a lot of women out there, and my wife is actually one of them. My new wife, that is actually one of those people who can get really good sleep one night, but and then another night will have very difficult time of sleeping. So therefore, it inhibits her from having that strong immune system. So how we're going to help in that situation? So there are a couple of things that we could do if indeed these are things that you're not doing already. So think about think about these things and see if these are things that you're doing now that maybe you can stop. Okay. So for one, you probably should stop all of your electronic gadgets, right? Probably about 13 to 30 minutes before bedtime. You want to put this away. You want to cut off the lights. You want to leave them outside if you can, right outside of your bedroom. You want to reduce the noise. You want to make your room dark. You want to also keep your room cool, but at a comfortable level, so that you can really enjoy your night's sleep, and then perhaps that will help you sleep better. Now you say, Chad, I've done all of these things. I've done all these things, but yet it just doesn't work. Everything I do, it ain't happening. Okay, so perhaps then you might try taking a melatonin, or you might try some other sleep aids. You may try drinking a warm milk of milk, right? But you want to make sure you brush your teeth, of course. You might try to do some of the nighttime remedies that others suggest, and maybe that would help you. But even if that does not help you, then perhaps what you really need to do is go see a doctor, a sleep doctor that knows everything about sleep. Because maybe you have sleep apnea, maybe you have a different sleep condition, maybe there's something going on. Maybe your mind is racing all the time for whatever reason. So how are you going to be able to decrease that? So there are many things I think that if you really concentrate on limiting those very things, then perhaps you can really find a way to have better sleep. So if we find that we can do these very things, then I think that you will find yourself also having better health overall. because at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, we are all here, especially in this pandemic world. We are all here to try to improve our immune system's fight against anything that attacks, whether it be COVID-19, whether it be the flu or the common cold or whatever it is that is attacking us. We want to have the best opportunity to fight against these things. And one of those things that really helps improve immune health is having good sleep. Is having good sleep. Now, obviously, there are things that do help to inhibit those things, such as mental things that are going on, like you're always worrying or whatever. Now, these are things that can really inhibit, right? So, how can we get rid of those things to help you have a stronger immune system? No, so I want to thank you for being on the video call tonight, and I hope you got great value out of it. And I know that if you institute these very things, I know it will help you, because sleep is always important. Everybody likes to sleep. Everybody likes to lay in bed, especially if you're under the covers on a cold night. It feels so good. And if you have a family, cuddle with them as well, because guess what? That also helps in a great way, a very, very good way. So I want to thank you again for being on the call. You go to my weblog at chadallan.net, CHADALLAN.net. You can also get my freebie there. You just click on the link on the homepage there. You can have access to my freebie there, or you can go to chadallan.net/freebie. That's chadallan.net/freebie. FREEBIE. And I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. We'll be back on Wednesday and also on Friday at the same time. We don't know what the topics will be, but typically Wednesdays it's all about weight loss, and Friday is typically a topic of pretty much anything from health business to health related topics that are taking place on the very day. So we will see you then. You have a blessed day. Take care. Bye bye.